Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo back with another Yimbo Reviews Everything action figure review. Lots of reviews there. All right, so let me throw the banner up. We'll see if anybody pops in. I will first suggest that if you enjoy hearing me talk about toys and everything, that you hit the notification button because I am doing way more of these in the future. This is starting now. This is second day in a row. Yeah, I already got my boy Marco in here. Rabbits Den Collectibles. Hello. Yes, this is fantastic. So we'll see how it works. But yes, I definitely suggest turning on the notifications if you are catching this on the replay, because I want to do short, little, concise action, reviews of figures. And I have a really fun one today. It's one I've been sitting on. I bought him on Big Bad Toy Store. I waffled on it, but you know what? I'm very happy that I did pick him up. I only unboxed him last night. I didn't really mess around with the accessories. We're going to, explore him together. But here we go. I grabbed the Miles Morales SV-Action clear version. So I actually have the original. There he is. So let's go check him out real fast. So the original I love. I love. This was, technically speaking, the very first premium figure that I ordered. Now, the one I always go back and tell my story, but I'm not going to, dwell on it too long. But the very first premium figure I had in hand was the blue and gray Mafex Hush Batman. But this Miles, bam, love him. Let's go. We've seen him before many times. So this particular version was that was on GameStop. I ordered him December of 2019, I guess, and waited months and months for GameStop to finally get him in my hands. What is going on, Clint? Happy Friday, my man. So, yeah, that was the very, very first order of an expensive premium figure, even though it took me, and then I had many others before he even arrived that I actually ended up getting. But I love this Miles. There he is one more time. I had him in the Spider Buggy. I have this little silly story, but with Gwen, I haven't shot it yet or even gotten around to it, but that's why they were hanging out back there with Miles driving. By the way, if you can get this buggy on clearance at Target, also recommended because it does fit and scale with 6-inch figures. So that's the Marvel Legends Gwen in there. But yes, so the clear version. Oh, now I own the Gamerverse Miles figure and the super powered variant. Both enjoyable. Love those video games tremendously. Spider-Man, I can't wait for the sequel where we get to play with both of them together. But man, I do truly love the Sentinel figures. So I have the Miles. This is easily one of my go-to Spider-Man figures to shoot. This is the Sentinel Peter B. Parker. I just took him off of a Venom because I've been posing around getting ready for a collab with Dr. Space Cape. Oh, look at this. We have J Creations New York. What's going on, brother? Welcome. So yeah, happy Friday, everybody. And I'm just talking about some Sentinel toys because I never owned any of the other ones. I think Rabbits Den does. So, Marco, if you want to let people know about, they have, those armored versions. I'm pretty sure I've seen you post, right? Way back when, the Captain America, right? But, yeah, so this was my introduction to the line. The Miles, fell in love with Miles. Love this Peter B. They're so smooth and wonderful. And, yeah, they're the best. So I'm gobbling up everything that I can moving forward. So here we go. I have in hand, there he is. There he is. In the old plastic meat form. All right. So the one thing that I noticed initially is I'm going to have to actually hit his waist with a little heat because very tight at the hips. Arms, not at all. But again, they hold their pose. I really, really like these figures. I will, before I continue with Miles and we explore all the accessories that came with him, I was a little sad last night I'm going to have to do a little bit better job. I thought that these are not pocket figures whatsoever. I wouldn't trust myself putting them in a fanny pack or anything to bring with me. Tupperware, like a little Tupperware thing, sure. But, and this, I doubt this is going to come up on camera, but last night when I was swapping the hands out, let's see if that, but I got a little bit of the old plastic wear and tear, like that white little stress mark, which bummed me out. So now, because they usually just pop on nice and easy, but I guess maybe I was being a little too rough with them in swapping hands out, and it's on both, so it's not all the way around the peg. But I did get that little white, and I did test it out. Like I held the joint and just to see if there was any movement. It doesn't seem that way, so. I'm just aware of the fact that it could happen. And now I just want to take care of him because I love him and he's the only one. I'm definitely, I buy the one, I open it up and enjoy it. I know some people do one to box, one to open, one to keep in box, but I just have the one and I want to take care of him. So just a little point of awareness. The first time I ever noticed that actually happened real quick was with my Spirit G.I. Joe. And that's where I got into now the habit of either using a hairdryer or shock oil, like the RC car stuff, to loosen up G.I. Joe legs. And I still have my Cobra bats are still very, very tight, the Python Patrol guys. So I am going to be careful as I talk about him just because he is on, again, joint-wise right here on the tighter end. So I'm going to use the hairdryer first just to see what I can do with him. But he looks beautiful. Now, I was on the fence originally because did I need the super-powered version? I mean, obviously the answer is yes. But that's why I stopped myself from initially buying. I was like, am I going to use it? And then again, for myself, and you see, if you're new to the channel, I am a toy photographer, and this is one of my Dio setups back there. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use it because I love these figures. I love Into the Spider-Verse, the first movie. I have a poster up on my wall. I'm going to absolutely go see the second one. I want to see when that's coming out because now my kids can actually sit through a movie. So I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped about that movie. I love the whole Spider-Verse thing. Oh, man, I don't know what happened with my internet connection, but all of a sudden all these different comments popped up. So let's go. Toy Mirth in the house. What's going on, brother? Team No Heat, dude. I'm gonna have to either that or I'm gonna have to use the shock oil on it. I just want to be careful because of those little distress marks. But there we go, Marco. Yes, I love the armored ones. Definitely a premium price, but super posable like all Sentinels. They're a really fun toy company. Dr. Space Cape, I'm happy that you're popping in because this is why I unboxed them last night, because I started messing around with Spidey, getting him all posed up with Venom. I'm gonna use my Monster Venom. I was torn between that or using, the Marvel Legends comic version or the movie version. I love that Buck a lot. But with that movie Venom, or not the movie man, with the Monster Venom, he's so easy to balance and hold up other figures with his claws that you inspired me with the balance. So I want to also do some balancing stuff there. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Surprised. I was also surprised because this is now, like I said, my fourth, because Miles, Peter B, Spider, SPDR, is it pronounced as a Spider Robot? It's the Peni Parker combo, although Penny's just a statue. But everybody else moves so smoothly. So really. All right, no sound. See, that's what's nice about these. There's no creaking or anything, but definitely so yeah, I'm gonna be careful with the legs as I move them around. All right, my man, B. Rivera's in the house. What's going on? Dr. Sweet, the answer is always yes, even when it's no. Good to know the joints. You think at a premium place, you won't have to worry about those kind of things. I guess with realism quality has to give a bit. Yeah, everything else, this is nothing, very smooth. Woo, so smooth on the elbow joints there. And even with the shoulder, there's no issues. Bicep swivel here. Biceps, obviously. But yeah, just really surprised. Even knees, they're fine. Ankles, the little toe articulation, you get so much. And if you've seen, shots or own this guy, you know what you're going to get into. So it is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking figure. Here he is from the back. Let's see. Whoop. There we go. So again, just very simple. It's a very simple concept and design. And he's got a little white paint on the bottom there too. Very cool. So let's get into the accessories, because this is the other part to this figure that really brought me in, was the additional pieces, components to that first Miles figure. So in the box, so when you take them out, you get the little dual tray setup over here. You get a really nice instruction manual. So, you know what? I like to go through these guys with you. You know, I'm not going to read, you know, I read the, if you checked out yesterday, I did a quick unboxing and review impressions of the Mythic Legion's All-Star Trolls. The alternative heads came in yesterday, but I'm not going to read this whole instruction manual, but they give you really great detail, great stuff in here. So there we go. And there's the stands. Now, I will also point out, I truly, truly like my Sentinel stands. Like they're quite good. Not in, you know, there's still the clamp style. So again, if you were a toy photographer, you know, it would take some editing to get stuff out. But I've used them more to try to replicate, you know, like, you know, ACBA, you know, like hiding of stands rather than having to go in, just to save myself time. And that's like part of, you know, a fun little challenge that I throw to myself when I'm using them. You know what I mean? When I'm using them. So I don't know if I'm going stands this time for that collab I'm going to be shooting this weekend. But here we go. So it's got 2 arms now, 2 arms, and I'll be going over why. I do not bother with any of their own webbing. And this goes for any webs that Hasbro's given us or anything. I personally bought a set from Webheads. So it's like webs_heads, HEADZ. I think he's going to be putting out a new batch soon. And he's not the only guy that customizes spider webs, but I really, really love his. And I haven't done this yet. So I'm going to crack this open because we do have 2 additional hands in here that I want to go over. So let me get, sorry for the creaking. There we go. All right. I'm telling you, I'm so happy I'm able to like zoom in on myself, because this basement, I need to do some work this weekend, cleaning this up. So there we go. Now they're clearer than the last set. The last set were white. I think they're painted white, because I have them here too. I have my little Tupperware with accessories. So we're my bead accessory kit. I'll show you. But those are clear webs, which is nice. Nice little touch there. But what I was going to say is I haven't had the gumption yet to do this, but I need to do it for the thwipping to be able to use my custom webs. These are glued in there. So let's just see that real quick. So these are glued on. But with heat, they will come out and pop out. So I'm going to do that. I just haven't done it with any of these figures that I've discussed just yet. But this way, yeah, you'll be able to, because like with Webheads, I bought 2 sets. I bought the version for Marvel Legends figures, and then they have the version for Sentinel and Mafex figures with a smaller circle on the wrist peg. So it literally just pops right in. It's so nice. So I do need that so I can do some thwipping with all of these Sentinel figures. But again, if you've been watching me for a while, I get my toy anxiety. So it's always fine when I do it, but I'm always like hesitant at first. So this is gonna definitely, there's what we get in the box. I'm very excited to discuss these and figure those out. So first up, well, you get the bunch of hands. So you get fists. Actually, yeah, you get the closed fists that he comes with on. And then he has 2 of web swinging to put in that one piece, the one clear that I'm not going to use. But that's still good because the webhead stuff is, you know, made out of that small wire. So, you know, I could feed it through. So I do like that they include those. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of hands, like for the clear transparent. He only comes with 1 effect. One, there we go. Lightning effect there. No paint apps on that, just nice and clear. Yeah, just nice clear blue there. But that excites me that that's there. You know, very happy to have that. In the past, I've used any other assortment of Marvel Legends, you know, lightning effects, Thor effects that he's come with. Let me just keep up with the chat. Here we go. Monster Venom, good choice. Yeah. Oh man, that was also one of my first, like, I'm buying toys to take pictures, you know, and that was also a GameStop purchase, probably in that same order, if I remember. Back when deluxe figures were $30. It feels like an eternity ago, doesn't it? Let's see. Just got Reveltech Venom. You're gonna have to let me know how that is. Rabbit. And just so you know, Rabbit over here, if you want to sub him over on YouTube, he's been doing some really great figure reviews as well. Yeah, he does look great. Toy Mirth. Webheads has awesome webs. I bought the black version from him, waiting for another batch of the normal webs. Good for you, dude. That's the next. The next one I'm gonna get is the symbiote black webs for sure. Yeah, you'll have to check him out. You know, his stuff is up. I would suggest following him over on Instagram. He has the link to his eBay store, but he does all his store updates through his Instagram. So that's how I waited for a while for those webs to come up. The first person, I think there's two guys, if I'm not mistaken, that I admire their work. It was Toy Cinematography and Dan's Toy Art, and I believe they both had talked about webheads, and that's how I look up to their stuff, and I wanted to try to replicate what they're doing. All right, let's see. Yeah, $30 and actually deluxe. That's right. Now, he didn't come with anything else, that Monster Venom, but he was still a big chunky boy that I was happy to have, again, for $30. Can you imagine? Yeah, of course, Marco, dude, you know my deal, man. What's going on? And Go Figure Go. What's good, brother? How you doing, man? All right, so let's get to the rest of this stuff. And here, I'm going to try to get a little bit closer so I can get these things in focus. All right, so you have the other head sculpt. Let's block me out so you can, no, not wanting to do focus. Let me see. I'm going to do a little comparison. So this is one of my bead organizers that I was telling you. Like, there's all my cartoon NECA stuff in there, Sentinel stuff, my Mafex Batman, my Figure Arts Hulk. All right, so let's just compare the heads. So, oh yeah, okay. So there's the one with the big eye and little eye, and then there is all stuck in his jacket, and then the regular stuff, you know, regular eye one. So it is the same head sculpts, just in that translucent paint. So that's perfect. I'm cool with it. Those are great, very expressive. So there you go. So yeah, you got the little closed eye one there. You know, a little squinty action. Oh. Now my one. If I had a criticism, I guess I have two small constructive criticism points with this Miles figure, because otherwise I love him. No peg movement, so you can only get the swivel. There's no joint movement on it, which they did rectify on Peter B. Parker. And the other one was a little bit, and I don't know if it was just my particular figure. Here, come on, let's go. But no, it's a little side eye, right? It's not cross eye, just a little side eye. Like, you can kind of get him looking straight ahead. It's, you know what it is? It's one is looking straight dead on. Come on, camera. There we go. One is looking straight on, and then the other one is looking inside. Like, I don't know. So maybe I had an QC issue with that, but I've always just kind of looked at him thinking it was more of a side eye. But no, he's definitely, they screwed up the paint on mine. It's okay. He comes out beautiful in pictures. I've used this head sculpt many times, but oh no, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, the whole neck will come out. All right. How does this work? How do things work? Okay. I'm not going to mess with this part right now, but that is the neck peg from, is it Figure Fix? I bought that when this figure first came out because it extended the neck peg. This is the original one. I never upgraded to the second one because I try to take care of my stuff and it's been fine. But check it out. All right, no cross-eye on this version. So that's awesome, but you get the neck exposure. You get the lifted up mask. Oh, I'm very, very pumped. I'm very, very excited for that. So come on, there we go. Woo, I love it. I love it. So that's the first, a nice little smirk. Oh, this is very cool. Now I am going to have to figure out, I guess it's kind of like figure arts, right? They're so frustrating. I'm going to have to find a way to dig this out. Heat. I'm going to need heat. I am team heat. Sorry, Cody. I am team heat. But super pumped to have this, extra head sculpt now. You know me. If you've been watching for a while, anything that I can do to add more expressiveness from, in my toy photos, I'm all about it. Let's see. Hey, there you go. Yeah, sharing the love. That's what I like to see. Oh, yeah. Hey, no chewings in the house, my fellow toy daddy. And again, if you are new to this, if you're finding this, I want to let you know that that No Chewing and I are 2/3 of the toy daddies, along with our friend Toy Father, and we are, I guess, the spokesman, the faces, the talking heads of the toy pick community over on Instagram. So if you want to ever look up the TPC, so the toy pick community over on YouTube, we do lives there celebrating all the wonderful toy photography that we see over every week. So it's fantastic. All right. Here we go. All right. So Rabbit's going to check mine for side-eye. Please let me know if that was a QC thing or a decision, because it's not the end of the world. I've really gotten really nice shots, but I've never also photographed him straight on or straight ahead. Let's see. I wasn't going to get that. Oh, that's right. It is a Big Bad exclusive. I mean, that's where I ordered it from. That head sculpt. There's Cody, my man. Cody, too much new toys. He is my toy correspondent. He's got a playlist of videos already up on my YouTube channel. So again, check his stuff out later on. But he is team no heat. I know, but I am team heat. I'm gonna heat this guy up. All right, let's see. So mine's look so good. Pre-order the reissue from Fogman's Finds. There you go. Very cool. And do I want any company? I would. But you also told me that you didn't want to go live anymore this week. You needed a break after your appearance last night on Toying Around. The only reason I'm going to say it would be, it's going to be my family. I'm going to get a ring notification in the next 15 minutes, and I'm sure. So yeah, I'm just going to roll through the rest of this real quick. So of course I always want to talk to you, Sunty, but this is going to be quick. So other components of the original Miles. All right, so let me pop his first head back on, because this will actually work really well for this demonstration. So there's another hand, and now again I'm gonna have to start being way more careful. This one always, it always freaks me out. It's always fine because they're not really big long pegs, but I always get nervous popping these just Miles' hands. There's always that weird, feels like it's gonna pop. I don't know. It just always scares me, but it's always fun. But there we go. All right, so extra hand there. And what's that hand supposed to do? It's supposed to hold. Oh, and it does. The mask. Now, somebody can correct me. I never owned the Mafex version. I do have the Mafex version for Peter B. Parker, which unfortunately I never really used. I just kind of kept them for the clothing. Although I really like that version because he has the no leg, you can pull up his leg. So I own it. I'm not getting rid of them because, again, maybe for, I will have ideas, but that was my favorite figure for a long time, outside, for his look and for his 3 different distinct styles, his appearance that you can make him. But I was never crazy about the fragility of that figure. But man, I love that they finally included this. That is awesome, and that goes perfectly, obviously, with this head sculpt, because the other one, it's the mask pulled up. Oh, I love it. What an extension. It makes me so happy. I don't know. I would love to take, I would love to get more accessories for this guy. They should just release a pack, honestly. They should just give us, like, just put that out. I would buy it in a heartbeat. And just so you also know, this outfit was from 5K Toys. So this is, they put out clothing options for both the Peter B and for that Miles, and it's specifically for the Sentinel. And I know No Chewing has it too. I love this. I love it. I love it. So what's the rest? All right. So we already talked hands. And then the last little piece are these amazing. Look at that. Bye. The crack. Because again, I love the animation style of this movie. And then you get a pow. Oh, so great. And with the stands, I don't know if you remember when I was just holding up the, there it is. Okay. And I was holding up the instructions before, but these port in like so. So there we go. So there's the hole on the back there, but these look incredible. I actually over here, I have a couple of them. I think I have 3 of them that are opened. But these are from the Batman 66 McFarlane figures, and there's a little clip that goes around. So I've actually been leaving these out. I have, let's see, because I've opened like Riddler, Catwoman, forget who else I got opened. Maybe they came with a couple of them, but there's a whammy. And ouch. And eow! So I've had these out because I've wanted to use them far more in my photography. And now I get these guys too. So Dr. Space Cape, I am absolutely incorporating these somehow into my shot. I don't know how yet. Maybe I'll use some blue tack with Venom, or I'll figure it out. But those are really neat. But I do want to start using these more too. But yeah, those McFarlane Batman toys. Just that, for that alone, if you can get one on clearance. I've got one once, a penguin, for like $2. It was awesome. All right, let's see. So Dr. Space Cape says, I have the Mafex Miles. It's got little pegs, and one side has to hold the mask as well. Oh, that's right. That's what it is. Because on the Peter B, he has the loose mask, but there's the peg hole. So that just holds. That's kind of incredible. Now, I think it would have to be, like, it's not just any old way. Oh no, I guess maybe. Whoop. I guess maybe. I don't know. This is where it just seemed like that one spot. Yeah, it holds so well. Oh, so good, and no peg. That's incredible. But it can only be held in that one particular fashion. So let's see. Yeah. But the Mafex feels so delicate. That's what I've heard. Even with the Miles, it was even worse than that Peter B. Parker in terms of just because even smaller. All right, Rabbit said, third-party peg scares me when switching hands are so tiny and thin. Luckily, it seems the hands are made from softer plastic. That was with, going back to 5K Toys for a second, but with the ink blot, the Rorschach figure that I have, those pegs and those hands are, like, I'm very, very careful about switching them. The Felix Toys, and that's both at the ink blot, but then the Felix Toys Joker, the Dark Knight, not Clown, or not Joker Clown, they made the hands a lot softer. But again, I would still be very, very careful with stuff like that. Let's see. Toy Marth, have that clothing set. Fits perfectly. Yeah, dude, it's beautiful. The belt wraps around, tuck it in the back. So good. So good. Loving the comic effects, dude, right? Yeah. Hey, we all had that plastic crack, right? This is all the plastic crack. So yes, to some extent. There we go. Let's see. Go figure. Go. Did I pick up the Death Adder? I did not. Interesting. I definitely am excited for people to start getting him. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me enough to hit that. That was still when I was going. I wasn't in my wow Mezco phase. I did have that little phase of, it's not enough for me to get them. you know, especially because they were releasing Snake. I was all back and forth. It is a very cool looking figure, but I didn't do it. And yeah, impressed with the notepad, right? But yes, so awesome, guys. This was so cool. I appreciate everybody coming in. And oh wait, and yes, don't forget, Cody, too much new toys. Yes, Team No Heat. I am incredibly excited to really get, you know, my camera, put my camera on him. You know what I mean? So this is neat. I'm gonna just heat these up. But yeah, I got him from Big Bad. It's definitely going to be a nice addition to the shelf display that I have of Sentinel Into the Spider-Verse figures. I have Gwen pre-ordered from Ami Ami when she first came out. So I'm very excited when they release her. And then, of course, I will be getting that Spider-Man Noir. Because the Legends one, I haven't really... I mean, outside of my initial shots of the team, not crazy about him. Not really, you know. He's hard to stand. The jacket. I mean, again. But you know what that figure can be really good for is a friend of mine, 88 Figs. He used one of his Samuel Jackson heads and made that Spider-Man Noir into Nick Fury. So I might have to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Death Adder. It's coming out. Oh, dude, this is who are you talking to? Me? I haven't. This is it. This is the new PC, new setup. I decided to go PC. I got a pre-built gaming one from Best Buy. So I tried to save some money because I'm using the TV now as my monitor. I didn't go super crazy with it. I just wanted to see what I'm doing first. So I mean, right now I'm using Microsoft Edge as a browser and StreamYard, but I am also learning OBS Streamlabs. So I'm very excited. And with nice little touch, once I do get that down, it'll be broadcast in full 1080p, where right now my connection is looking a lot crispier because it's a direct computer connection. My MacBook Pro, I had to go through, it's not over there, but an adapter. I had to use a USB hub, Apple, and that deteriorated the look of the stream a little bit too. So yeah, so even now this is improved, and I look to make it even better moving forward. Go figure, go. I'm in New York. It'll take long. That is true in terms of getting that Death Adder. And let's see. I went desktop, buddy. Went desktop. I told you this is the year. This is the big push. Like I said, this is going to be moving forward. I'm going to be having multiple little live streams. So, between the Yimbo Discord's everything, the Toy Pick Community Discord, where we have stuff automatically shared out. Obviously, over on Instagram, Yimbo Reviews Everything, where all my buddies over there post their amazing toy photos. I definitely suggest, if you're just discovering this review because you wanted to learn more about this particular figure, to hit that sub button and the notification, because I will be doing these many times a week now. I'm very excited. Cody, Edge is actually really nice. Yeah, that's what I remember you made that suggestion to me about Chrome being a resource hog. And I agree. At this point, I talked to my tech guy, or my former tech guy at work, and he said the same thing. He's like, at this point, you really can't go wrong. Even I was shocked that people would recommend, a built-in browser. I don't know. It was just so funny. It kind of reminded me of what's the name of the? Oh my God! This is the end of the week brain fog. What were some of the old browsers we used to have to use? Oh my God, Netscape Navigator. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Netscape Navigator. But yeah, so I love the edges working really well. So that's very cool. And I love to hear that, Marco. Thanks so much, man. Go figure, go. Just want a little something, make it get at the top right instead of duck. That's what I'm saying. You wait till you see that. I'm not rushing Streamlabs because I'm gonna go hard when I debut that. I mean, I like to try to think my production values are pretty neat for the most part, outside of hiccups here and there. But you just wait and see. I've got some ideas. Yeah, Netscape Navigator. Oh my God. Microsoft has put a lot of work in and Chrome got lazy. That's a good point. That's right. Oh, I had to dig deep into the synapses back there to pull that out without Googling it. But everybody, this is so cool. Thank you again for popping in. Can't recommend enough subbing. Go figure. You're over on here on YouTube, right? But again, this wonderful in the link to this video or in the description. Plenty of other links. I'm trying to also clean that up and make sure I get all the awesome information out there to you. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This is just meant to be a quick little action figure review. And Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be back with Yimbo Buys Everything, my podcast where we talk about life and toys. And I'm super excited because I have a lot of other toys to discuss. Oh my God, that's right. As Chiefs, Dogpile. Who remembers Dogpile? That's right. 30 and Go is back, baby. All right. Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for checking out. Oh, and hold on. We got one more plug for you. Season 3, Episode 1, 1/6 shooter. Oh, our boy Trevor. That's amazing. I will look forward to that, Miguel. Thank you so much, buddy. And everybody, thanks for checking this out. And I can't wait till Sunday. And I'll be in the Instagrams and the Discords and all of that fun stuff. All of those links are also in the description to this video below. So hope to make new friends. Hope to keep our old ones. All of the fun things, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Can't wait to discuss more toys with you in the future. All right. See you later, everybody. Peace.